Hello everyone, I am Reena Anjali. My presentation topic is Issues in Foreign Investment. Before discussing what are the issues in foreign investment, let us first understand what is foreign investment, what is direct investment and indirect investment. Foreign investment, it means a company or individual from one nation invests in assets or ownership stakes of a company based in another nation. Large multinational corporations will seek new opportunities for economic growth by opening branches and expanding their investments in other countries. Foreign investment is largely seen as a motivation for economic growth in the future. Foreign investments can be made by individuals but are most often attempted by companies and corporations with substantial assets looking to expand their reach. As globalization increases, more and more companies have branches in countries around the world. For some multinational corporations, opening new manufacturing and production plants in a different country is attractive because of the opportunities for cheaper production and labor costs. These large corporations frequently look to do business with those countries where they will pay the least amount of taxes. They may do their by relocating their home office or parts of their business to a country that have less favorable tax. Overall, foreign investment can be defined as it's an investment in the form of a controlling ownership in a business in one country by an entity based in another country. Foreign investments can be classified in one of two ways: direct investment and indirect investment. First one, direct investment. Direct investments are the physical investments and purchases made by a company in a foreign country by opening plants and buying buildings, machines, factories, and other equipment in the foreign country. These types of investments find a far greater deal of favor as they are generally considered long term investments and help boost the foreign country's economy. And indirect investment that involve corporations, financial institutions, and private investors buying stakes or positions in foreign companies that trade on a foreign stock exchange. In general, this form of foreign investment is less favorable as the domestic company can easily sell off their investment very quickly. Sometimes, within a days of the purchase, this type of investment is also sometimes referred to as a foreign portfolio investment. Indirect investments include not only equity instruments such as stocks but also debt instruments such as bonds. Next, let us discuss what are the problems or issues in foreign investment. Though there are a lot of benefits in a foreign direct investment, there are still a lot of disadvantages which need attention. In that first one, disappearance of cottage and small scale industries. Some of the products produced in cottage and village industries and also under small scale industries had to disappear from the market due to the onslaught of the products coming from foreign direct investment. Example for this, multinational soft drinks like Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Next, second one, contribution to the pollution. Foreign investment it contribute the pollution problem in the country. The developed countries have shifted some of their pollution-borne industries to the developing countries. The major victim is automobile industries. Most of these are shifted to developing countries and thus they have escaped pollution. Next third one, exchange crisis. Foreign direct investment are one of the reasons for exchange crisis at times. During the year 2000, the Southeast Asian countries experienced currency crisis because of the presence of foreign direct investments. With inflation contributed by them, exports have dwindled, resulting in heavy fall in the value of domestic currency. As a result of this, the foreign direct investments started withdrawing their capital, leading to exchange crisis. Next, fourth one, cultural diversity. In all the countries where the foreign direct investments have made an inroad, there has been a cultural alien to the country. The domestic culture either disappears or suffers a setback. This is felt in the family structure, social setup, and diversity in the value system of the people. Importance given to human relations hitherto suffers a setback with the hi-fi style of living. Next, fifth one, political corruption. In order to capture foreign market, the foreign direct investments have gone to the extent of even corrupting the high officials or the political bosses in various countries. In certain countries, the foreign direct investments influence the political setup for achieving their personal gains. Next, sixth one, inflation in the economy. The presence of foreign direct investments has also contributed to the inflation in the country. They spend lot of money on advertisement and on consumer promotion. This is done at the cost of the consumers and then the price is increased. They also form cartels to control the market and exploit the consumer. Next, seventh one, trade deficit. The introduction of TRIPS means trade related intellectual property rights and TRIMS means trade related investment measures has restricted the production of certain products in other countries. For example, in India cannot manufacture certain medicines without paying royalties to the country which has originally invented the medicine. The same thing applies to seeds which are used in agriculture. Thus, the developing countries are made to either import the products or produce them through foreign direct investments at a higher cost. Next, eighth one, World Bank and IMF aid. Some of the developing countries have criticized the World Bank and IMF, which means International Monetary Fund, in extending assistance. There is a discrimination shown by these international agencies. Only those countries which accommodate foreign direct investments will receive more assistance from these international institutes. And the last one, convertibility of currency. Foreign direct investments are insisting on total convertibility of currencies in underdeveloped countries as a prerequisite for investment. This may not be possible in many countries as there may not be sufficient foreign currency reserved to accommodate convertibility. At last, maximum global foreign investment flows are attracted by the developed countries rather than developing and underdeveloping countries. Foreign investment flows are supplementing the scarce domestic investments in developing countries, especially in India. But foreign investor never adopts environment friendly technique to maximize their profit. India should welcome foreign direct investment with a talented pool of human resource by promoting institutions imparting knowledge. Protection must be given to Indian small and medium players for their source of livelihood. Thank you.